What's up, you guys? Good morning. Good morning. I'm at it early, straight to the point. Hopefully, some of y'all are up. If you're not, it's all good. Um, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about this right here, man. Um, Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and as well as boxing community, and salute to all of my subs that continue to rock with me uh, on the daily. And salute to all of my haters that want to try to seek any type of destruction to this channel too as well. I appreciate y'all too, man. Just keep on, keep at it. Keep doing your job as best as you can, because we're gonna continue to grind regardless of how you feel. Um, Derrick Rose, man. Um, oh, what's it? Y'all. All right. I wanted to talk about this for a minute. I do have some breaking news. Now at first it was a teaser, but it has been confirmed that our former All Star and potential Hall of Famer, um, at one point, Derrick Rose, is going to be calling it a career and retiring from the game of basketball. Um, this right here is not really a surprise. Um, Before I get to the bad ish, I wanna go ahead and get to some of the good memories about Derrick Rose. I started following Derrick Rose in high school. Okay. Um, I knew about Simeon. I knew about the pedigree of Simeon. You know what I'm saying? I knew what kind of products came out of Simeon, out of the south side of Chicago. I knew about King and I knew about Simeon. Okay. What's up, Ted? And the thing that you have to realize about that culture, particularly when we talk about Chicago, a lot of people don't understand that at one point, Chicago was more of the mecca of basketball. Um, you like his shoes? Come on, man. We can't come with nothing better than that. His shoes, really, Ted? Hey, man, I like his shoes. Man, come on, man. We talking about his game. Man, don't get me started to this morning, Ted. But anyways, man, shout out to Ted, man. That's my guy. But nah, what you have to realize is that at one point Chicago was fighting supremacy in terms of the mecca of basketball, because they actually had a game. I remember way back when, and they actually televised it. They had the high school. It was a high school. It was like the best high school players, the top high school ranked high school players in Illinois, or of course Chicago, against New York, and Chicago had actually held it down. They held it down, and they did the unthinkable. They beat New York, and that's when people had to really understand, um, that Chicago wasn't no hoe. Now, and a lot of people, they call New York as the mecca of basketball. At one point, it was these three places. It was New York, L.A., and Chicago. Okay, and a lot of people wanted to play, and it's no disrespect to any of the other places because I've seen other places like like the DCs, of course, Baltimore's, you know what I'm saying. You got your, believe it or not, you got places in Florida, and you have places here, in Texas and stuff. But everybody really wanted to get to either L.A., Chicago, or New York. Derrick Rose was from Chicago, and he ran it. He ran Chicago. He ran Illinois. When he was coming out of high school, um, I said Derrick Rose was going to be that guy coming out because I saw a play where he gathered himself up. Like, I'm talking about in the middle of the open floor. I didn't think this dude was. I knew he could dunk, and I knew he was ferocious attacking the rim. But when he came up, and I'm talking about in a one-on-one situation, a one-on-one, not no, you know what I'm saying, 3-on-1, two people on the offense and none of that shit. No, one-on-one situation. And came up, gathered himself, and straight up just dunked it right on this dude who had a couple of inches on him, if I remember. That's when I said, man, this dude is gonna light up the NBA. Now, when he ended up playing for Calipari in Memphis, some people felt like he held back. Derrick Rose did hold back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at his stats and stuff like that, Derrick Rose really didn't score that much. You know why? Because he was being a very an elite playmaker. He had guys like Dorsey and um, Michael Gilchrist, and other guys that was on that squad or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They was a really athletic squad um, playing under Calipari, but most of those guys were just trying to get to the league. You said had a 50-point game with the Wolves, career high emotional game. Yeah, but I mean, like, to be honest with you, Ted, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, that game right there, I don't know why everybody like crying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew that he could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew that he could do that. He just had, man, he'd been having bumps in the road. Now, this was the thing about Derrick Rose, man, that I said that was gonna really hold him back. Now, he got to the NBA, yeah, because of his olive injury, yeah. But when he got to the NBA, man, um, of course he lit it up. He lit up the NBA. Phenomenal rookie season, and of course, had the MVP season. Um, and of course, he made All NBA too as well, All NBA first team, if I'm not mistaken. But this was the knock on Derrick Rose, man. As athletic as he was, because you had an influx, you had Derrick Rose, and you had the talk was Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. Regardless of how y'all motherfuckers want to sit up here and try to discount what Russell Westbrook did and all this other stuff, it was between Derrick Rose and it was between Russell Westbrook, those two guys or whatever, because you ushered in the athletic guards and athletic point guards, athletic combo guards that was coming in, and Russell Westbrook and D Rose were those guys. They were supremely athletic, really fast, really quick ass first step. And attack the basket. Jumper may have not been all that great or whatever, but those guys really could run, and you had to keep up with the pace with them. But the knock on Derrick Rose was the fact that he could not land properly. You said those Bulls were stacked. Took Miami to the limit. Yeah, they did. Had LeBron shaking in the shoes like, oh, wait a minute now, wait a minute. But listen, man, he could not land. And one thing, like, if you've been to a basketball camp, I don't know if any of y'all been to basketball camps, or any type of training or anything like that. But from your youth, especially particularly when we talk about seventh, eighth grade, ninth grade, when you really start getting to know your athleticism, your athletic ability, they teach you how to land. Okay, they even teach you that in football too as well. You know, your footing, man, when you come down, because you can come down wrong and really mess up your ankle or your knees. I had to learn that early. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Rose didn't learn, he would land so hard, and that puts, you see, you got to understand, you're talking about a 40 plus inch vertical, man. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Rose jumps so high and he jumps hard. You know what I'm saying? And when he comes down, like you can literally see it. And it took a toll on his body, man. It took a toll on his body, and it couldn't quite hold up. Yeah, I had to learn how to land soft. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, um, MJ, he went through a time period of having to learn that too. You know what I'm saying? And he found out. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Jordan had an injury too. He ended up breaking his ankle or whatever. But after that, man, he was still trying to find his way. He would try to come back. He would be the D Rose, but he wasn't the D Rose that people were looking for. It wasn't quite the D Rose of the same when he played for New York, um, when he was playing for Minnesota, when he was playing for definitely Cleveland. I felt like um, you know uh, he got kind of sideswiped by LeBron in Cleveland. Let's just call it what it is. But anyways, man, the big question now is, did Derrick Rose do enough, even with his injuries, to be a Hall of Famer? I mean, that's the question that people want to ask. I'm only gonna say I'm only gonna because he for his career he averaged 17.4 points. Um, I think like 4 or 5 dimes, if I'm not mistaken. Three to four dimes, something like that. Overall, but I mean, he wasn't an elite point guard. But is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer? That's the question that we have to ask. Yeah, it's not bad, but if you look at the amount of games that he missed and his trials and his tribulations, so you think he is? It's debatable. Um, he does have All NBA. He had a couple of. I think he was a three time All Star. Um, had a rookie of the year. Oh, you think he's not a Hall of Famer? Okay, yeah. I mean, man, like, look, with today's standards, though, I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in there. You know, so we'll have to see. Um, we'll have to see, man. But coming in though, Derrick Rose, you saw early, man, that this guy, man, could have been easily a Hall of Famer. But it's guys like that play that type of style. And I'm gonna say this, and this is sort of a part one. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later, because I'm doing some stuff early in the morning or whatever, and then I get back to everything. But I'm gonna say this though. It's guys like him, D Wade, Russell Westbrook. He still was able to be blessed to have his athleticism and stuff like that. AI. They play that high octane type of basketball, crashing to the floor, stuff like that. Even though Derrick Rose, he didn't crash to the floor quite like D Wade and AI, them guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but the fact that those guys, you could see that it took a toll on their bodies, man. Even with Vince Carter, but Vince Carter was still blessed to be able to still get up there at his older age or whatever. But with Vince Carter, I kind of give him a little bit of slack though, a little bit, because we all know what happened to Vince Carter. He ran into Bruce Bowen. You wanted LeBron on the Bulls with? Oh hell no! Oh hell no! LeBron in the Bulls jersey? Uh-uh. Ooh, that's nah, Ted. Ted, you all right? What you smoked this morning, man? Because whatever you smoke, man, go ahead and give it to me, man. Shoot, man, because that, hey, that, whew, man, what did you roll up this morning? Shoot, that's what I want to know. What did you wake and bake, man? Shit. But on that note, man, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. This is sort of a part one. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications too, so that you're notified. Straight to the point. And I'll be talking to y'all later.